So as some of you guys may know, throughout my channel's history and me making videos here, and with me making videos on people like Neon and Jack Doherty, you would know that we use the term FAFO quite a bit here, and I really do myself love a little bit of FAFO every once in a while, especially when it comes down to these quote-unquote pranksters, like the online influencer pranksters. We've talked about Mob, we've talked about David Uploads. I think you get the point. We've also talked about people like Natalie Reynolds, and the reason why I bring her up is because she has done the kidnapping prank in the past, and this video is not about her, but actually two TikTok creators, I guess. I'm not even going to go ahead and call them influencers because they're just flat out losers, but we have already seen situations like this happen in the past where essentially a creator who is doing a prank on people out in public will, for whatever reason, in their mind think that going around and pretending to try and kidnap kids in public or say that they want to do so is a good idea for content, and that would be a funny, hilarious prank. And I guess maybe they're not wrong in saying that, oh, hey, this is going to get a lot of views, but it's going to get a lot of views for all of the wrong reasons, because in Natalie Reynolds' case, she got arrested along with, I don't know if that was her boyfriend or a friend or whatever, but the people who were also participating with her in this got arrested for it. And with things like that happen, you would assume, well, oh, this happened in the past to Natalie Reynolds. She got arrested for doing a kidnapping prank, so maybe I shouldn't do it. Or maybe these guys just weren't aware that people had been arrested in the past for this, but at the same time, if you're not aware of that, like, I feel like it's common sense to not go outside, and like, even if you're a prank YouTuber, like, this is one of the pranks you want to stay far, far away from. One, because you get labeled as a creep for doing this weird kidnapping prank, and two, in some cases, you might actually traumatize children by doing this. Yes, that's how bad this is. And three, I don't even think this is legal at all, and I don't think it's protected under the First Amendment. So without further ado, let's get into this. Texas teens arrested for asking kids if they want to be kidnapped blame TikTok prank. So wait. You're telling me that they wanted to do this TikTok prank, right? And, you know, go and ask children if they want to be kidnapped, and now they're blaming the TikTok prank and not their own actions? Oh, brother, let's get into the details. No accountability for their own actions. Two Texas teens were arrested for and charged with terroristic threats after they allegedly asked children if they wanted to get kidnapped. I mean, once again, what else am I to say here except for FAFO, F-A-F-O, fuck around and find out. And I know I'm about to get into a tangent here, but I just wanted to say, this is not me hating on TikTok, okay? A lot of people, I guess, get the wrong idea here and think that just because this happens over on TikTok, this is all that happens over on TikTok. That is not true. There is more to the platform than just these fools. And I figured I would say that because this is not a video hating on TikTok in and of itself. Bad things and people misbehaving happens on every platform, and because of that, I just want to say I don't believe TikTok should be hated, and I don't think that should justify TikTok being banned. I just figured I would say that. Now, when it comes down to Kick and the way that they handle things with their moderation, I'm not even saying that they should be banned, but they need to start doing a way better job. But anyways, off of that tangent, let's move on. On January 29, two teens in Kyle, Texas were arrested after asking children if they wanted to be kidnapped and blamed a TikTok prank for their actions. You know, this sounds very similar to an incident that happened in the past that is very similar. I can't exactly remember all of the details, but it's real funny how, like, these absolutely stupid individuals will not take accountability essentially and blame it on the TikTok prank. Like, how the hell do you blame it on the TikTok prank? I'm so confused, guys. Please, somebody in the comments, if anybody understands how this works and how you're going to be able to blame something on a TikTok prank, a mere idea and text on a page, like, please make me understand how blaming a TikTok prank is going to help you now that you're in legal trouble. Like, what are you going to do? Print out the words TikTok prank and then tape it onto some random guy in the courtroom? Like, what are you going to do? Because I don't know how that's going to absolve you from what you did. Like, regardless of whether or not you want to blame it on a said TikTok prank, you decide to go forward and do that TikTok prank. And I feel like I shouldn't even have to be explaining this. I feel like this should just be common knowledge. And I feel like these guys are doing everything that they can to try to absolve themselves and make it so that they essentially don't have to be held accountable. Next up, it looks like we have this tweet from the Kyle Police Department over in Texas. They have put out the statement that goes, two males were arrested after approaching children asking if they wanted to be kidnapped. At approximately 3:20 p.m. on Wednesday, January January 29th, a 7-year-old and 9-year-old were walking home from Negley Elementary when the suspects followed and approached the children. The children immediately contacted their parents, who notified the Kyle Police Department. Upon arrival, the suspects told officers that they were repeating a TikTok prank. Officers subsequently arrested Kane Villarreal, 19, and Lane Birch, 18, both of Kyle, on charges of terroristic threat. Hayes Consolidated Independent School District officials have been notified of the incident. Like, alright, I did not want to interrupt what I was just reading, but after the second paragraph where I read that it was apparently a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old that they were doing this to, like, bro, what are you doing? Man, honestly, thank God these motherfuckers got arrested, because what the hell? Maybe they weren't trying to actually do that. Like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there, but you do not do that shit, bro. Like, even if you had no intentions to actually do anything bad, like, you just don't do that shit. It's on the same level as yelling bomb in a crowded area when there isn't like an active threat, there's no bomb, to freak the fuck out of people and cause unnecessary harm to the people you're doing it to. Especially in this case, a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. I mean, doing this to any minor is just ridiculous. But assuming that these two children who this happened to have good parents, right? And were taught things like, oh, stranger danger, don't talk to strangers. And, you know, they were taught like the whole kidnapping thing because, you know, it's pretty prevalent nowadays. Like, even if these guys didn't have the intention to do that, like, who knows what trauma could come from this, because this happened because these children thought that they were actually going to be getting kidnapped. Like, it all just was so unnecessary. And for what? A TikTok prank? Dopamine hits? Like, some of you motherfuckers on here, and I'm not like directly saying my audience, but some of you content creators over on like TikTok, and I mean even over here on YouTube doing these pranks, most of the time you take it way too far. And I honestly feel like it's up to debate on whether or not you can even call this a prank, because when I think of a prank, I'm not thinking of going up to little kids walking down the sidewalk, walking home from school, and asking them if they want to be kidnapped for a viral video, for a prank. Like, I honestly feel like this whole, oh, I'm doing a prank type bullshit, or, oh, it was a prank, look, the camera's right there. I feel like this is just a way to justify harassment on everyday people who frankly do not deserve to be harassed. And that's why I don't like it. Like, if it was just simple, like, oh, hey, like, what's an example? Ross Creations. I've been subscribed to them for quite a bit of time, actually. And most of the pranks that they do, I can't say like every prank that they've ever done is a good prank, or that it didn't harass somebody or like make somebody's day fucking awful. But for the most part, from the content that I've seen from them, it's all just harmless things. Like, in this one most recent video, the dude asked this lady for a jumper cable and he starts jumping rope with it. Like, that's what I think of when I'm thinking of, oh, a prank being done on somebody. Like, that's what why can't people just do shit like that? It's way funnier. People aren't being harassed, and the people who are being pranked are getting some enjoyment out of it. Like, it's putting a smile on people's faces. It's not pissing people off like a lot of these younger, I guess, content creators do. The school district promptly sent a letter to parents about the incident, reminding them to teach their kids about stranger danger. 100% W moved by the district. And if you're a parent and you haven't taught your children about stranger danger and stuff like that in order to keep them safe, like, I'm sorry I'm the one who has to tell you to do this, but you better get on that right now. Or debatably, you're an irresponsible parent. We are glad the students are okay, and we are proud of them for doing the right thing by immediately reporting this to their parents. It reads, please remember to continue to reinforce teaching your children about stranger danger. Yes, 100%. And good on the children for notifying their parents about this and getting rid of these fools. Like, as much as this is pathetic, this is hilarious. And I really do love myself a little bit of FAFO every once in a while, because man, what the fuck did we just go through? Now, I really don't have too much more to add, so I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. So in terms of my almost 1 month break, it wasn't really planned. I mean, I made the video, the honest talk video, and I detailed some of my frustrations with creating content. And ever since then, I've decided to become re-employed. And yeah, for the people who really do love my content, because I know there are some of you guys out there, I really do appreciate you guys and the support you guys have given to the channel over the years. And though this is not me quitting creating content, like I said in my video that I posted around 2 videos ago, I probably will come on here to talk about things I really do want to talk about, things that pique my interest. So I'll definitely be posting videos, but it might be a little bit different, especially with my work schedule and depending on how I feel. I also do have a side project that I am currently working on. The first video should be uploaded around, I don't know, I would like to say Friday if I get around to editing it. For reasons I cannot disclose here, I will not be sharing that channel over here as it's a little bit separated away from the Breone brand. But if you do happen to find it, feel free to subscribe, as there should be more content coming from us within the next month. And that's essentially the podcast I was talking about on the one live stream I did like a week ago. So yeah, once again, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I guess don't forget to follow my music, Breone, on every music platform except for here on YouTube. On YouTube is Breone Music. I produce songs and stuff like that, and quite a few people have actually enjoyed the beats so far. Also, all this stuff is on Google, so if you search up Breone on Google, you can find all of it. Now, with that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.